Welcome to WWE 2K26 Imperialism, where I have 8 wrestlers all holding territories, and I'm going to spin a wheel choosing one of these wrestlers, and then spin a random wheel choosing which direction they're going to attack, and put those 2 wrestlers into a match together. Whoever wins that match will take the other wrestler's territories and move on. This will continue until we have only 1 wrestler left standing. Drop your early predictions in the comments below. Looking at the map, we have Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar, Oba Femi, Joe Hendry, Randy Orton, CM Punk, AJ Styles, and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has the overall highest rating, but CM Punk is the cover star and tied with Brock Lesnar in rating. And while we're doing our first spin, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more wrestling content, as it looks like it's going to be Cody Rhodes in the first match. And the territory is going to be challenging. It's looking like it's going to be Northwest. So we're going to have a possible WrestleMania 42 main event of Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton in the first round. Starting the match off, Cody Rhodes comes out hot with strikes, kind of catching Randy Orton off guard, getting him to the mat, but then Randy Orton comes back, locks in a little submission here on Cody Rhodes, really cranking the neck, but Cody Rhodes comes back, hits not only one disaster kick, but then follows up with a second disaster kick. And following with a pin, Randy Orton kicks out at 1, and Cody Rhodes could not believe it. Randy Orton come back hitting a big apron DDT before hitting a RKO, bloodying up Cody Rhodes. This would not be enough to keep the American Nightmare down as he kicks out at 2 before hitting Randy Orton with a pedigree. Looking to finish the match, he goes for a crossroads. Randy Orton counters into a clothesline, and now Randy Orton is looking for the RKO, trying to win the match for himself and move on to the second round. And as he goes for his finisher, Cody Rhodes ends up reversing it, lands a strike, and hits the crossroads of his own. This leads to Cody Rhodes getting the 3 count, winning the first round, and moving on. This win gives Cody Rhodes the most territories and the entirety of the Southeast. Spinning the wheel for the second time gives us current World Heavyweight Champion and cover athlete CM Punk, and he'll be challenging for the territory in the Southwest. This gives us a champion versus champion match of World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk versus NXT Champion Joe Hendry. Experience showed Punk started the match off stronger than Joe Hendry, landing a backbreaker, a springboard lariat, and then catching Hendry with a kick, busting him open. And before Hendry could get any offense in, CM Punk hit the go to sleep before only getting a 2 count, showing the resilience of our NXT champion. Hendry would catch Punk with a cutter, cutting him open, before going for his finish with Punk actually reversing it, hitting another go to sleep, and getting the pinfall victory. Here's a look at the updated map with CM Punk now taking Joe Hendry's territories. Going back to the wheel, our new spin gives us Oba Femi, and he's going to be taking on the territory in the Southwest. This gives us the match of Oba Femi versus current WWE Champion Drew McIntyre. Oba being the second lowest rated wrestler in this tournament, he knew he had to do whatever it takes, getting a low kick to start the match before taking the early portion of the match to dominate with a couple slams here and a couple slams there before Drew McIntyre got a little momentum, hitting an avalanche white noise, shout out his former partner Sheamus. Drew would then hit the Claymore to put down Oba Femi, but only for a count of 2 before the former NXT champion kicked out. It would then be a quick another Claymore kick from Drew McIntyre, and this time Oba Femi would not be getting up, allowing Drew McIntyre to pick up the win, pick up Oba's territories, and move on to the next round. With Drew McIntyre now dominating the West Coast, we are now down to 5 wrestlers, but we have yet to see Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles wrestle yet. And as we're spinning the wheel again, leave a like on the video if you're enjoying the content and subscribe for more, as the wheel ends up landing on CM Punk again, who's going to be challenging to the Northeast. This will give us CM Punk taking on AJ Styles. Styles would start off as the more dominant wrestler, catching Punk early with a combination right out of the gate and really controlling the early parts of this match, even hitting a big brainbuster before almost winning the Royal Rumble by throwing Punk over the top rope, but that's not exactly the kind of match they're having. CM Punk would come back, landing some vicious elbow strikes in the corner, really controlling the middle part of the match. They had a couple counters here and there before Punk caught him with a lariat from the outside, and on the outside of the ring, Punk threw him into the steel steps, catching him with a go to sleep before getting him back in the ring and getting the 1, 2, 3 to move on and take Styles' territories. We're now down to our final 4, with CM Punk having won the most matches and Brock Lesnar not wrestled once. With only 2 more times having to spin the wheel, we're going to land on Drew McIntyre, and the direction he's going to challenge is up north. This means we're getting a WrestleMania 36 rematch with Drew McIntyre taking on the Beast Brock Lesnar. And while this match did last longer than the original match lasting 4 minutes and 35 seconds, the early portions and really middle portion of this match was all Drew McIntyre, initially starting off the counter, picking up Brock Lesnar, and even powerbombing him. Brock Lesnar did get a little bit of momentum, showing his MMA background, catching him with some elbows, catching him with some fists, but Drew McIntyre stayed resilient, hitting some kicks, hitting a top rope maneuver, before catching Brock with the Claymore. Now, this would put most men down, but Brock Lesnar is not most men, kicking out at 2, but after that, Brock did not really do anything. Drew McIntyre picked him up, threw him around, a couple more power bombs, and it was another quick Claymore that put Brock Lesnar down. Really no offense. This was almost a squash match, which is really weird considering that Brock Lesnar was the higher overall. With that win from Drew, we're now down to 3 final competitors: Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes. Who do you think is going to win? The final wheel spin gives us the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, and he's going to be challenging to the Northeast. This means Drew McIntyre has now officially gotten a bye to the finals, and Cody Rhodes will be taking on CM Punk to see who's going to challenge him in the finals. In a match between two former AEW stars, I really thought this was going to be the finals, but it's going to be a match to determine who's going to the finals. It started off with Cody showing his lower body strength, pushing CM Punk out of the way before hitting a disaster kick. The whole story of this match ended up being that Punk just being a little slower, one step slower than Cody Rhodes, who caught him with the crossroads before CM Punk kicked out at 2. It always was that CM Punk was going for the running bulldog in the corner, and he could not get it. Now going for the go to sleep, Cody Rhodes ends up countering, going off him right into a crossroads, and that would be all it wrote for CM Punk. The 1, 2, 3, and Cody Rhodes will be challenging Drew McIntyre in the finals. It's crazy to think we've gone from this map now to this map, having Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes be the final 2. With both men fighting to become the inaugural Imperialism champion, Cody Rhodes takes advantage early, showing his experience in more meaningful matches. He's challenged for more title matches, main evented more WrestleManias. He's got the speed, he's got some power in him, but Drew McIntyre ends up coming back, showing he also has some speed and some power as well. It's going to come down to simply who wants it more, who's willing to do whatever it takes to win the inaugural Imperialism championship, as Cody Rhodes catches a knee strike to Drew McIntyre there, almost breaking his nose possibly, but at least blooding him open. Drew McIntyre delivers a receipt, a big boot on the outside, breaks Cody Rhodes a little bit, busts him open before he throws him into the steel steps. That's where it gets a little bit dicey as Cody Rhodes gets powerbombed on the outside. The referee's up to a count of 6, goes for a counter. Drew McIntyre counters that, lands on top of him, and recognizing the count, Drew McIntyre just runs inside, and then that's it. Drew McIntyre wins Imperialism by a count out over Cody Rhodes in the finale. Drew doing what he does best, and that's simply just finding a way to win. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't what the fans wanted, but Drew McIntyre ends up defeating Cody Rhodes and is our inaugural Imperialism champion. In what can only be called a shocking upset, Drew McIntyre now holds every territory on the map, making him the winner of the video. Put your comments below. Who did you think was going to win, and what did you think of Drew McIntyre almost cheating to win? And again, leave a like on the video as it helps the channel grow. Comment below if you want to see more videos like this, and subscribe to the channel for more.